Good evening. It's Facebook Love number 257. This week marks the first time that I took a day away. I took the whole weekend away, Memorial Day weekend last year, from Facebook Love after doing it from March 19th until that weekend at the end of May. We, during that week, had crossed the 100,000 deaths in America threshold. We are now somewhere around 600,000. It might be more. I haven't checked for a few days. Around 600,000 Americans have died since a year ago when 100,000 had died from COVID-19. The number of deaths from untreated cancer, from mental health crises, and various other reasons, that number is still being counted, but we have learned in this very rough year that COVID-19 has indeed taken at least as many people as they counted, and possibly more. There was some doubt about that for a while, but yeah, that's a sad fact, and because so much else is going on, we forget that we are still in a pandemic, and it's still happening. There are places on the planet where there aren't vaccines and there aren't treatments. So while we open up, there's still work to do. And I do feel, I feel that. I feel that my life is less stressful and worrisome because I'm vaccinated. And I'm vaccinated to protect myself and the people I love and the children that I see and the people with immune suppressed situations. And I'm joyful about that and grateful. We're also looking at some sad milestones like the death of George Floyd and the rise of a really vibrant movement. The Black Lives Matter movement was really given a great deal of energy after the death of George Floyd and the attention being paid to others who had been killed at the hands of police when the police are not supposed to be making those judgments. And we all know now so much more than we did before. I heard a person saying that Memorial Day weekend, all of America had no choice but to witness a public lynching. And we all need to pay attention when perhaps many of us were able to ignore it, much to many people's shame. So I pulled a few poems, and I will go away for the weekend. These days I'm only showing up a few days a week, but this felt important. So I'm pulling out two poems that I just love. The first one is titled Invictus and is one of the first ones that was requested of me when I started this last year. This piece is by Ernst, Henley, Invictus. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms from but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how strait the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Invictus by William Ernst Henley. And my other choice for today is by Louise, Gluck, or Gluck, depending on your approach to the umlaut. This piece is titled Nostos, which is Greek for homecoming. There was an apple tree in the yard. This would have been 40 years ago. Behind only meadows, drifts of crocus in the damp grass. I stood at that window, late April, spring flowers in the neighbor's yard. How many times, really, did the tree flower on my birthday? The exact day, not before, not after. Substitution of the immutable for the shifting, the evolving, substitution of the image for relentless earth. What do I know of this place, the role of the tree for decades, taken by a bonsai, voices rising from the tennis courts, fields, smell of the tall grass, new cut, as one expects of a lyric poet. We look at the world once in childhood. The rest is memory. Nostos by Louise, Gluck. This is Facebook Love. Memorial Day weekend. Thinking about those who served our country and gave everything. Thinking also of all the men for generations in my family who served, though I don't think any in the last at least 3 generations died while serving. I'll see you again.